we've been getting specific questions in the earlier examples where they ask about even or odd symmetry. This one they finally leave it open-ended and say determine if this function has even symmetry or odd or none at all. And the way I typically ask this is, does f of x have symmetry? If so, what kind? So, the way we test that, I'll do this in general first just to recap. You take your function and everywhere there used to be an x you put negative x, and one of three things will happen after you clean it up. You might get exactly your original function back, and if you do, then that function is even symmetric. You might get exactly your original function back except for a negative sign out front, in which case your function is odd symmetric, or you might get none of the above, in which case your function does not have symmetry. So, let's see which one happens today. F of negative x equals 1/2 times negative x to the 5th power. What do you think? What happens? There's an odd number of negatives here, which means one of them is actually going to get through. 4 of them will cancel, and the 5th will survive, and we'll get minus 1/2 x to the 5th power. That is exactly our original function, except it's got a negative sign out front. So this is negative f of x, which means this function has odd symmetry. Now, if you remember the rule about powers, you might have gotten this very quickly by saying, this is x to the 5th power, 5 is odd, this will have odd symmetry. And if you did that, you're absolutely right.